Welcome, welcome to Choices, Finding Your Joy. Today, I am finding my joy. I am so happy today to have with me to share with all of you Anahata Ananda. She is the founder of Shamangelic Healing. She's based in Sedona, Arizona, which is just such a perfect setting for healing and expansion. People come from around the world to meet Anahata. Oh, I just want to give you a big welcome. This is so exciting. And this is the first of many that I will be doing with Anahata. We have a lot of fun things planned for everyone. Welcome, Anahata.
Thank you, Paula. It's always a pleasure. Since the first time you landed here in Sedona, there was this connection of soul sisters. And so thank you for having me on the show. And I'm so excited to share with your audience wonderful things today. And we talked about a lot of different possibilities. That's why we're going to do so many shows. And today we picked quantum manifestation. And this is one of my favorite tools, as I run a full-time healing practice here in Sedona, Arizona, and have hundreds and hundreds of people coming every year to really awaken, heal, and empower. And quantum manifestation tools and practices are at the cornerstone of one of the things that I share with my clients, with my students. And so I'm excited to share it with you today.
Awesome.
So, when we get to master our mind, we get to master our reality. And this is an exciting place to be because it can dissolve all of those stories about the victim mentality and our circumstances and our past. This gets to level the playing field, because if we get to master our mind, then we can master our reality. And if we're not doing that, if we're not mastering our mind, somebody else is doing it for us, which is, not the empowered place to be. And so I really want to share this with you today, and I'm excited about that. And getting control of your mind, bringing it back into being the driver's seat of your own reality is not something new, meaning that everyone that is successful in different parts of their life is doing this in some way. If we look at professional athletes, if we look at successful business people, if we look at leaders in our community, best-selling authors, they are masterful at positive inner dialogue and moving out of their reality and their inner thoughts any fear, any lack, any unconsciousness, any I can't do it, any victim mentality from the past. And so, one of my favorite examples is Oprah Winfrey, when, she was told by TV executives that she just didn't have a face for TV. And this is the perfect, what, Oprah? Are you kidding me? And she could have put that in her mind as truth. And she didn't. She said, I am not going to believe that. I'm not going to energize that. I'm going to create my own empire around that I absolutely do have the face for TV. And imagine if she played small in that moment and energized that thought and didn't override it, how different the landscape of consciousness and empowerment would be, and TV would be, if Oprah wasn't reaching millions of people with a positive message on TV. Yeah. And, she's a fantastic example of someone that is saying, I'm going to put new truths in my brain about who I am, what is possible, and what I can do. So there is a map, Paula, and for everybody watching, there is a map. So when we create, and we energize certain thoughts in our brain, those thoughts are going to correlate to certain emotions in our body. So if we're thinking, I can do it, then the emotions are positive, the endorphins are moving us in the direction of our dreams. And the flip side is, if there's a thought, I can't do it, and nobody loves me, and I'm not good enough, and here comes another failure, then we have the emotions associated with that, and literally it connects to our physical body and our energy body doing this. And so our thoughts are going to create emotions, and the emotion are going to create our physiology, And that is also correlated to our heart and whether or not it's expanding out with yes to the universe, or whether it's contracting and hiding. And that vibration is going to attract a like frequency.
Yeah.
If nobody loves me and I'm not worthy and I keep failing, then you will keep repeating that. That thought creates the emotion, that creates the vibration, that creates the physiology, that continues to attract that cycle repeating. You know, you know, everyone listening here, all of us have had repeat cycles that we would rather not keep continuing, right? Whether it's relationship woes or, you know, problems with finances or a health hiccup or whatever it is. Those are all correlated to unconscious beliefs and patterns that we keep energizing.
Yeah.
And when we're in this place where we're energizing a thought that is empowering and I can do it, and it doesn't matter if I just fell, because I'm going to get back up again, and I can create the reality that I want, and I am worthy of love, and I can succeed. That creates the physiology and literally the body chemistry of excitement and energy and passion. It starts to open the heart up to the universe, and it starts to attract that to you.
Yes.
And this is law of attraction. This isn't really anything new. It's just that people aren't using it. And I like to call it something a little bit different, quantum manifestation, because we're really talking about the beginning, that our thoughts are the beginning, that is this map that affects everything else.
Yes.
And it's exciting, Paula, because then we get to create a new reality, and it doesn't matter what just happened, or it doesn't matter if we just failed again, or if something didn't work, or if, you know, life is in the crapper again. Then we can start a new page. We can start a new beginning.
And that is so powerful and so exciting to know. And it really is, you know, just takes your breath away to think how it goes from the emotion to us physically and what it creates. I would like you to share, so for those out there thinking, okay, I have these cycles of thoughts that I work with. I have the ones that are taking me in. I have ones that when I do think about them, I feel the excitement and I feel the joy. Is there an exercise or something I can do to aid myself and help myself when I feel those negative cycles or thoughts coming in and wanting to get a hold? How do I say no? Sorry, you're not welcome.
Good. Okay, so thank you for asking that, Paula. Absolutely. I'm going to share with you 3 tips to really help navigate quantum manifestation. So let's start first with the reality check, that most of our thoughts every day were given to us by somebody else. Most of the thoughts were programmed in there by someone else long ago that probably are not even true. You know, I'm unworthy, I'm not good enough, success looks like this, a body is supposed to look like this is the only pathway to healthier relationships. You know, there's a lot of the programs and beliefs in here. 1, are not ours. You know, 2, they were given, you know, they probably don't even fit us. They might have fit somebody else, but they may not fit us. And they're probably not even true or real.
Yes.
You know, and that's the real, wow, a lot of the programs in here are not even true. They're not mine and they don't fit. Mm-hmm. So, and when we have been energizing those for decades, then they become unconscious. So a lot of the things that are happening day after day, we don't even realize that they're from beliefs that are just automatically, we wake up and start making our choices based on beliefs and programs that have been in there and played on repeat for decades, and they've kind of become automatic. Yeah. And so the things that we're going to need to do, step number 1 is we're going to have to put new data in there. If 99% of it isn't true, isn't mine, or doesn't fit, well, if I'm the master of my reality, I better get to putting new programs, new beliefs, new ideas, and new dreams, and new truths, and things that actually fit me into my brain. So this is step number one, is start dreaming into the reality that is your yes. Think it, feel it, smell it, taste it. What does it look like? Even if you're so far from that right now, even if you just got a diagnosis of not so excellent health, even if you just got fired from your job, even if things aren't going so great in your relationships, let's start dreaming first of all, because our dreams create our reality, our thoughts create our reality. So before we even take any action steps, let's start let's put in there the beginning of our map. Let's start to use our brain instead of letting it master us with taking us off path with the old programs and beliefs from yesterday. Let's give it something else to dream into. And so this is really important, using the mind as its fabulous ability to imagine. Let's imagine that health. Let's imagine the best job. Let's imagine success. Let's imagine the fabulous relationship. And the real key here is to get your emotions and your senses involved. Remember, the map goes to the brain, to the emotions, to the physiology, and to the heart. And so the more excited we get with our visualizations, the more chemistry is going to happen in our body, and the higher vibrations are going to happen, the quicker those new neural pathways are going to build, and you'll be able to move on to those more automatically than the old program. Now remember, the old program's been in there a long time, so we're going to have to, on a daily basis, number one, visualize. What does it smell like? What do I hear? What do I feel? And let yourself get excited to the point of joy and tears, so that the excitement really starts to tell the brain, hey, this is important. And it starts to dissolve the old neural networks, and it starts to rebuild new ones with the new program. And if I just say, Paula, I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm successful, with not a lot of emotion, then our brain doesn't believe it. We actually have to feed it with that excitement and that emotion. That's the real key here, is smell it, taste it, feel, running on the beach with your sweetheart, feel the best-selling, author reviews, hear it coming in, see the bank account going up, whatever visualization that is connected to your dreams being manifest. See it, smell it, taste it, hear it. Okay? Even if you're so far from it today, we're going to start to, the building block is, let me see that it's possible, so that I start to, squeeze out those old programs, and I'm giving my mind something else to experience. So far, so good? Or how do you feel so far, Paula?
I love it. I love it. See it, feel it, taste it. I love it. Oh, I'm going to be thinking about that all day. I'm already thinking so many things.
Right? Because even if things aren't great, we can shift into, okay, well, I know what I don't want. Lots of us know from our bummer experiences in our lives, from our epic fails and our big mistakes, because we've all had them, we know from those experiences, the great news is we know what we don't want. Yes. And that can give us the clarity that says, okay, I do want this in relationship. I do want this in my next career. I do want more freedom. I do want more playtime. I do want better health. And I can imagine what it would smell, taste, feel, and look like. So that's number one. Daily, what I call quantum visualizations, is number one. Two, you're going to have to stalk your thoughts. And by that, I mean, because the old programs are running on automatic, it's very easy to go back into fear, contraction, victim mentality, woe is me, energize the story again. He did this, she, did that, they didn't, and my boss this, and we're in this habit, Paula, of feeding that old inner dialogue. We're in the habit of those patterns going over and over again. So you are going to have to stalk your thoughts. throughout the day. This is what a master does, is not let the mind just run on autopilot and run wild. So throughout the day, it's going to happen, even if you had your energizing, amazing morning visualization, that your mind is going to wander off into fear. It's going to wander off into contraction. It's going to wander off into, uh-oh, you know, I can't do this, story, insecurity, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you are going to have to stop your thoughts because no one else can do it. And the minute you feel that happening, this is step number 3, you're going to have to do this pivot move. You're going to have to shift back off of that thought. Oh, I'm in this negative space. Uh-oh, I'm stalking, I'm noticing, I'm in fear, my energy body's contracted, my emotions are intense, I'm angry, I'm resentful. Uh-oh, I must be on one of these old neuro programs. And it's going to feel different. You won't feel light and excited and energized. You're going to feel like this, and your body's going to feel like this, and your emotion is going to feel, you know, not in resonance. It's not going to be expanded. As being angry, resentful, small, insecure. So you'll be able to feel the difference. And stalking is so important because then we move into that step number 3, that is pivot, shift, get off that negative thought really quick. You're going to have to go on to, you know, what is my yes? I don't want to be energizing my no right now. What is my yes? What do I really want? Don't energize what you don't want, because whatever you put your thoughts to, whatever you put energy and motion to, is going to expand and multiply, and you're going to attract more of that to you. So to be a master of your reality, you get to really stalk how often you energize with emotion. He did this and she did that, and oh my God, and the story. We're addicted to telling the story. We're addicted to feeding the old reality. And you are going to have to stalk yourself to watch how habitual that is. And in order to come to mastery, you have to pivot, stop, don't energize, move on to the yes, move on to the thoughts that, you know, are moving you towards the reality of your yes and your dreams. Shift your thoughts over into, is this what I want to energize, and do I want more of what I'm feeling right now? If that's a yes, then keep feeling that. If it's like, oh my gosh, I'm telling this story from childhood again. I'm telling the story of betrayal again. What am I doing over there? You know, and so this is really empowering, but it's also humbling, yes, Paula, because we also get to see how habitualized we are in energizing the thoughts and beliefs that disempower us. And the exciting thing is we just are going to keep turning it around, keep energizing that, and the more we do that, we get better at it. You know, we get better at it. And initially you're going to be shocked at how much time and energy you spend on what you don't want.
Yes, I believe it. Now, I would like to ask, for example, and I'm kind of an example of that.
Okay.
Especially career-wise, I've kind of been that way in my life. Is, you know I want something, but wasn't sure what I wanted, but I just knew it would be wonderful. So how do you play that one when, you know I know I want a different career. I know there's something really great out there for me, but I really don't know what it is to picture it. So then do you just picture just the feeling of how wonderful this is going to be, what is going to manifest?
Yeah, it's a great question. And so if you're not quite sure what is my soul path, or what is my next career, or what does my next relationship, you know, what do I really, and you're in that ambiguous place, you definitely know what you don't want. So we're going to start energizing the opposite. Let's say your last job or career, you didn't have enough time for family, or, you know, and your health went downhill because you were working too many hours. Let's just say in that, what didn't work is I wasn't paid well for what I did. And so we can dream into, okay, it feels like and it looks like balance. I have more time. It looks like I have more days off, or it's more flexible. I can work in the morning on Tuesday. I can have Wednesday nights off. I have freedom to take my weekends when I want. And so we would dream into then how it feels. We don't necessarily know exactly, I'm going to be doing an online TV program yet. If we don't know yet how it feels. But we don't know what it looks like. We can say, I do know what it feels like. I want more freedom. I want more flexibility. And so then we start feeling the flexibility. We start feeling, oh, I have Tuesday mornings to myself, and I have the weekends to play with my family, and I have time to take care. I love to do my yoga on Wednesday nights. So we dream into the lifestyle of it. We enjoy the balance of it. And we can hear ourselves saying, oh, I love being compensated for my value and my worth. Like, I feel that the money is coming in a way that I really feel that my gift is being compensated. Yeah. So even if we don't know the how exactly or how it looks, we can start to dream into how it feels. And if we're unhappy in our current job, a lot of times we stay in those places, Paula, because out of fear or out of habit, that we don't think there's something better. Mm-hmm. And we don't think that there's worthiness to have a better job, or no one's going to hire me, or you can't possibly only work 30 hours a week and make more money and have more freedom. So then we know we're in a limited paradigm, because we only know work is when I work for someone else in this way, and it's 9 to 5, and those are my only options. So we also need to give ourselves permission to say, what if there was something else? I don't know what it is yet, but what if there was something else? And then we start asking the universe to say, show me where I can shine my life, share my gifts, thrive in a way in which will help other people, but also do what I love to do, that allows me the freedom and the balance in life and the compensation that feels right for me. Then we have to get outside of our limitations and our fears and let the universe start showing things that might stretch us, and we ignore. Or I've never, been on the road before. I've never been a freelance writer. And you get to also, Paula, meet yourself in those uncomfortable stretch places that we know our greatness is lying within those places, just beyond our discomfort. And so that's where we really get to thrive and shine, is when we move outside of our comfort zone and what we know is familiar, and we stretch ourselves into those places that our greatness lies waiting for us.
Yes. I love that, because yes, there is that step we have to take sometimes out of our comfort zone. That is a big part.
Yeah. And we might need a support network in that place. I'm a big advocate for surrounding yourself with your yes people, your council of support, so that may be the divine, that may also be an ally that believes in you, that is not wanting you to play small, that might be a coach or an accountability person that helps you, hold you accountable for, okay, did you make that call? Did you take that course? Did you, readjust your resume? Did you try something different? Did you research that thing you've been curious about? So it might be an accountability buddy that kind of helps you and you help them with accountability points of, okay, I've got to do this, and I've got to do it by, within 2 weeks, and, to have somebody that can say, you can do it, and let's both just do this thing that we're both really uncomfortable with, but we're going to both do it by Friday and report back to each other. You might need somebody that to lean on when you're in emotional overwhelm, just to vent to. And so having a support council of people that want you to succeed, that are not energizing the old paradigms around fear and you can't do that. We actually need to take a break from people that are having also limited dialogue around your potential. And what's challenging about that is that may be some of your closest friends or family members that are having limitations about who they want you to be or who they see you to be. And you might need to surround yourself with more people that are, yes, and you can do it, and inspiring, and are achieving the results that you want to achieve in life. So your support network, your support community, what you listen to on the radio, what you listen to on programs like this, what you surround yourself and what you read is going to be a big part of success for that, because that's all going into reinforcing that program of I can do it, and I am available for and ready for my fullest manifestation, to be realized. That means what we go to, who we surround ourselves, what we feed our mental diet with is going to be very important with that as well.
Oh, that's just a powerful statement. That really is, because what we watch, who we have around, what we listen to, that is so huge. Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is so fantastic. I'm afraid we have just a few minutes left, my dear. What last words would you like to share with everyone?
With these few minutes, I just want to talk directly to those of you that are listening and watching this recording, because this is the divine intervention right now. If you're on this, if you're watching this right now, if you're listening to this right now, this is the universe intervening and saying, hey, wake up, watch your thoughts. They create your reality. And I see you. And Paula sees you. And I see that there is magic within you. And the universe wants your magic manifest and shared with the rest of us. I want what is powerful and inspiring and beauty, and I want your gifts to come forward. We need them. We need all of our angels off the bench and out of hiding, coming forward and playing big. And you have a piece of the puzzle that we all need. It's going to look different for all of us. And so I'm actually calling you out, all of you. And that would be my message today. And I am here to support you in whatever way that I can. I run a Shamangelic Healing Center here in Sedona. There's online course stuff on Instagram, courses and retreats, and I am just overflowing with resources to help hold your hand through the process of shedding what isn't you, reclaiming your power, and shining your light in this world, into this community in a way only you can. So check the landing page for this recording, and in my bio I will offer a free gift for you. So if you want to go check that out, I'm going to be secret. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's going to be a real inspiring free gift there. And know that I am here. I see you, and I want you to shine. And I'm really grateful for this opportunity to be with you, Paula, today, and also for all of you witnessing this, experiencing, and calling you out of hiding, okay? Because I know you can do it. There's magic within you, and I'd love to experience it.
Oh, thank you so much for this shining show. This was so fantastic, and I'm so excited for our next episode. Oh my gosh.
Yes, more coming, Paula, more coming. And I want to say thank you, Paula, for you coming out of hiding, for you not playing small, for you stepping out of your comfort zone. You didn't know how to do, online TV recordings. That wasn't something you were born doing. You stretched, and you're learning technology, and you're shining your light. And thank you for being an example and a role model for everybody else. And I really appreciate what you're doing in this community to land inspiring content into the souls and hearts of those that are ready for it. So thanks, Paula.
I'm so grateful Source brought us together, and I'm so grateful for all of my viewers out there.
Yeah.
Love, hugs, blessings, everyone. Anahata, love, hugs, and blessings, honey.